I guess recorded. Okay. So we're talking about hostess coaching. The most important thing we need from our hostess is one, she does all the inviting. Okay. Two, she never ever puts someone in the messenger group that has not given consent to be in there. And three, any kind of communication about, hey, I know you're not on Facebook much, or I know you're not on Messenger much. This is kind of how this is going to look. So you're going to have to check in, or you're going to have to silence your notifications. I mean, like if I were inviting my grandma and sticking her in the messenger group, I would use my brain about how grandma would feel about that. Like my dad yells at my dad's he's Italian, oldest of six. He's a yeller, right? When we stick him in a family messenger chat, he just goes crazy. So we know we can't stick daddy in a family messenger chat. So it may be the same with grandma or whatever else, because daddy doesn't want to learn how to turn off his notifications, right? So Susie hostess has to be intelligent about that. So then it's our job to communicate with Susie hostess. This is how this party works, and there will be people comfortable with it and uncomfortable with it and whatever. And it's your job to kind of ride that hill with them. So your people, I don't know your people, and we're serving your people. And it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a celebration of you, and I'm going to do everything I can to celebrate you, but Okay, so that's the biggest thing for me when I talk to a hostess. Then it's very necessary to tell the hostess what her goals are. Some people like to hear from the hostess on what her goals are. I tell the hostess what her goals are. So I just flat out say, we want to have a good, successful party, and you want to leave this party feeling good about me, feeling good about Park Lane, and feeling good about your friends. Okay. So if that's going to be the case, then these are our goals. And, some people say don't stop at 10, but my thing is, I'm okay with 10. I've built a good business with 10 orders as my goal, but I make that very clear to the hostess. It can be a $26 pair of earrings, or it can be a $200 order. It doesn't matter. It's 10 humans. Or it's like Felicia Keel's in the party and she does a $26 pair of earrings and a sparkle box. Okay. A lot of times people are like, I could do that sparkle box. You'll be really surprised. A $39 for two really nice pieces worth $160. Like, okay, Angela's over here. It was the February sparkle box that sold her on Park Lane. Okay. Yes. Look at this one. I love this medallion.
Gorgeous.
It was called London, and it was maybe last November, but look, I'm wearing it with Flutter. It's got that coin kind of thing. It's a really nice piece of jewelry. And then no one ever talks about enchant. Look at these. Aren't they cute? So, okay. Okay, so hopefully that helps. There is all kinds of training on hostess coaching. But the trick to any party is making sure hostess understands. Really, I always say the hardest thing you're going to do. So when my hostesses are like, I'm going to be really busy on Thursday night, or, like it's always about the live night in their head. And I do need them at the live, but honestly, it's that 3 or 4 days ahead. So when I'm talking to my hostess, I'm constantly saying, okay, you keep worrying about this date, but it's actually the 4 days ahead, because your bigger job is going to be 4 days ahead. And all you have to do is, I always say text 30 people. Okay. 30 people and get 10 to 15 yeses. And once you have the 10 to 15 yeses, then we're going to stick them in the messenger party. And that's when your job starts. And then at that point, Susie hostess has nothing to do other than communicating with you daily. So I always tell her we may have to talk for 5 to 10 minutes a day leading up to the party. And it's always something really, or we're going to have to talk, or I'll text you a job or whatever. I'll have a task of some sort that won't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes. It truly is that way. The task is always, okay, These are systems that are very, very important. Okay. You can do them however you want. And again, let me show you something. Let me share my screen. Okay, we're going to go to the boards. So what I was talking about earlier with Tammy, and I'm going to tell you this too, Angela. I've just decided that a messenger party works better than a Facebook party. I mean, like your launch would have gone better had we done it on a messenger party. So I have a really good friend, used to sell Mary Kay really high. And she's learning from me because she's brand new to Park Lane, but I'm learning from her a lot of systems and tricks. So I texted her before I got on with you guys just to say, tell me how you do that again. Cause she does like a launch, for example. She does a 2-post party to help get their VIP going, but she also does Messenger so she can make sure she's communicating one-on-one to the people. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what that looks like for her. But I wanted to show you, like Tammy was saying, she's doing this online party scripts and launch. And then what works, what most of us do for messenger parties is this messenger party scripts and launch. And then when you get in here, there's a messenger party launch or a messenger party with hostess. Okay. And really in here, this is the training for it. Felicia, you were asking about that. And then these are what you do day by day. So this is what week before hostess coaching. This is all the invite words. Truly, guys, I'm never going to say, hey, but I mean, you can copy and paste this and tell them to make it their own. You know? And I cannot stress enough. And I know the feeling when you're new that you want to be creative. But I cannot stress enough, just do this until you feel comfortable and then start being creative within the system. So figure out the system first. It's enough to learn, right? And then start getting creative within the system. So I cannot tell you enough. I wanted to be creative too, but I have 150 downline right now, right? And my girls that have tried to be creative are all trying to learn how to do it the real way now. I mean, like we are on a team of people that have gone out and tried these things. I mean, right now Tish is out there trying TikTok. So you have to trust that someone's trying it and that they have a tried and true system right now. So, okay. The next thing that I was going to show. So again, we're in the Treasure Tribe board. One of your best friends is back office tech how to. Anytime you can't figure out how to do a return, how to share a link, all that is in here. And then the other thing that I was going to tell you guys about, what were we just talking about? Hostess coaching, I guess, but it was also launching. And it was something else I was going to show. Oh, systems. Okay, so Treasure Tribe board down to systems, and everyone's got their own system, right? This brain book, though, is pretty amazing. So if you go to the brain book, here's some examples. And look, you could have a party here. I don't like this. Okay, here's what I like. I do something like this, but I do it with chicken scratch. So if Angela Watson's having a party up here, it's going to say Angela Watson's party and the date. I'm going to keep like a 3-ring binder or something. I do it on I just do it on like a spiral notebook, college ruled, whatever, my chicken scratch. Okay. But the point is to know where you are in everything. Okay. I don't know that I love these. Here's what mine say. The first one is I've messaged them. The second one is they've messaged me back. And I mean, truly, it could be a date or it could be a check mark, whatever works for you. Okay. The third one is they have or have not joined my VIP. The fourth one is this is for me. Okay. The fourth one is you could do like they attended or did not attend the live party. The fifth one is, did they send their wish list? And then the sixth one, and you've got to keep track because you're doing giveaways, right? So it's like wish list due by this date, and I'm going to give this away. So you've got to have it tracked who's done it. Now, as far as joining your VIP, let me show you this. I'm going to go to my VIP, Megan's VIP PL Sparkle Group. It's really hard to track because Angela, Brenda could be letting people in, and Felicia, Holly could be letting people in. So as they're asking in, you've got other people that are able to let them in. So you've got to go check before the party. So that's why I'm saying it's like a lifeline to have the party. Everyone listed. They are all their own person, right? And
Yes.
then you go here and you're able to go, okay, let's see who's in my group. Is Felicia Keel in my group? And there she is. Okay. So that's how you do it. You hit members and then you search and you can find out if your girl's in your group or not. Okay. So just this is an idea, but there's a brain book in here with systems, and this is the kind of stuff. So you don't want to get caught. Oh goodness. You don't want to get caught not having a system and not keeping track of everyone. I'm just telling you, I've had 3 or 4. Well, when you guys were launching, Angela, I had 5 at a day at a time. So that's why I was losing track of who Shelly belonged to or who, it just gets really hard. I'm turning my papers. And anyway, I about lost my brain that week. And that's why I'm a little lazy now. I think I do that. Like I overwork and then I'm like, ooh, and then I'll get going again. So, okay. So let's see what else would be on there. I like to put order or didn't order, and I like to have a thing that says how she answered my question. So, like when I'm questioning in Messenger, anything I can find out about her, I like to have little notes there. So the next time I talk to her, I can say, hey, how's Macy, your dog? Last time we talked, Macy wasn't doing well. Or, I know she likes silver. So if a silver drop happens, like sometimes I can go turning through this book and find all my silver girls and follow up with all of them about yesterday's deal of the day, which by the way sold out fast. It was a long silver necklace. It was cute. I mean, it sold fast. So, but that I want my customers to get it, right? That's kind of how I see it. That's where I'm saying about service. We think it's about us getting an order. I'm like, no, I got to let my silver girls know that there's a silver drop and they don't want to miss it. So that's what I'm saying. So keep those little notes in that little book. And I'm telling you, even in my phone, I keep stuff so that I can put Felicia in, or I could put Felicia in and find out the people that went to her parties. So, like, even when I enter them in my phone, I've got Felicia Park Lane in the like how I know them kind of section. Okay, so just think of all those tricks. The other one is keeping all the orders. We've talked about this, right? Let me show you that. Share screen. Okay. Okay. I don't want to just blow your mind, but see folders in my email. I've got, I mean, I'm sure Yahoo hates me, but I have a Park Lane folder, right? And it's got 2023, 24, and 25 sales. So then I can click 25, and this is every party I've had in 25 so far. Okay. So the February's are mine, but like I can see that. So this also helps me because I know who, like yesterday when I did all my giveaways, I knew Anita Balmer had had a party. So like I had my list of people that had hostessed, so I could add them to the giveaways, but it's right here. It's also in our back office, but once I know that Anita I met from Shallon, then I can go search all that kind of stuff in my email too. And if someone, okay, there was a drop like yesterday's, and I know that there was a necklace, like the Foxy necklace would go well with that drop. I could put Foxy in the search, and find out everyone that had bought a Silver Foxy and call them and say, this is a great piece to go with your Silver Foxy. So it's easier on my email. There is a way to do it on our back office, but it's easier on my email. So I suggest to keep your emails. You're going to be so glad. It's also much easier to get the order number if you're doing returns. Like if they're calling you 6 months later for a return, they may have lost it, but if we've kept it, we can get that order number and all those things we need. Okay, so that's another little systems thing. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay, so how do you do a messenger party with a random crew while, feeding them into your VIP?
Mm-hmm.
It just is easier than you think it's going to be. I guess that's my answer to you. I let my VIP know they feel separate. They have their VIP things. That's our little family kind of fun games, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like your VIP is the powerhouse and you're inviting all the newbies in. And either they're going to comment and have fun in there or they're not. You're going to find a lot of them don't, right? They're just there for their hostess. And until they figure it out or they start trusting you, they don't take part in the VIP. It just takes time. So it's not like it's magic. The group I have is magic, right? That took time to build up. It took me texting my besties and saying, I'm going live. Can you be there for me? Things like that. So, okay, so I tell my VIP, okay, guys, it was fun talking to you. Just so you know, at 8 p.m., I'll be doing Angela Watson's party in here. I mean, they just kind of know. And they still come hang out, which helps the energy and the algorithm in that group. So I'm always like, thank goodness for my VIP, that powerhouse behind me, helping the algorithm of that party. I did a lot of Facebook parties before with one person there, and it's really hard to keep your energy up when you're only talking to one person. Okay. But you have to think this is one person that I may pull over to, you know. Tammy Parker was in a party that not one person attended, and Tammy Parker joined. So I've never ever found my activity to be wasted. That's why I always say activity breeds activity. Um, it can feel like a gut punch or a knife to the chest, but I've always gotten activity off any activity I've tried. That's all really I can say. Either I've gotten a hostess, I've gotten someone join my team, you know, it's just never been wasted. You just have to keep your heart going, your mindset going. So, okay. So how would you do like a social sale at the same time you're doing a party? I would just suggest, I've never had to, guys, but I would suggest putting a star that says, this is for VIP members only, not for hostess parties or something like that. And then if they ask about it, I have people all the time say, like on the $22 sale, I had a girl that had a big cart made.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, can I get these for 22? I'm like, well, you can't do your low priced items for 22. And then, I mean, I was already gonna, let's see, what did I tell her? Oh, she's one of my Sparkle Box members. I had given them a $25 gift card to be used through me anytime this year. And so she was like, can I use well, when you're doing a big cart, how am I going to give you a $25 gift card? I mean, I can't. It's through Park Lane, but I told her I'll Venmo her 25. I mean, I'm going to make 25 later. I'm gonna make that back. But anyway, I'm just kind of trying to say how you work through these weird things. Sometimes it's just one-on-one explaining to them why it's different. Like right now, we're trying to get orders toward so-and-so's party. She has to have 10 orders. If you do a $22 thing with me, that's not, that's going toward my party, or that's how I'm making the deal is through my party. So it just, I don't know, you just have to kind of explain it to people and they normally understand and it keeps going down the road. So I guess that's another thing. I used to think I can't do a mega party, a social sale, and a messenger party all in the same week. Like, it'll confuse people. They won't want to come again. And the thing is, the more I offered, the more they came. I mean, I cannot say it enough. Like, they're looking for leadership, they're looking for a place of belonging, they're looking for something to do. And you have to be where you're open for business and it's easy to do things with you. Um, so I guess I would say that too. And it just works itself out. Hopefully that makes, hopefully that makes sense. Um, let's see. I want to just show you a few things. These are all things you can go search yourself, but it's so helpful when someone just shows you. Can you see my screen?
No.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing a lot, is searching the YouTube videos because my Facebook group is just not working. So my next thing is going to be the messenger party to see if I get more activity and more participation. I mean, because I'm just not getting much.
So the best, I'm just gonna, let me show you a few things. I don't know how to find, I found it once and I sent it. Jenny Grossi on the Dreamcatcher team hardly has a party. Her VIP is the most rocking space to be in the whole entire world. So we're all good at different things. And I can tell you, go look up Jenny Grossi if you want to figure out how to fire up your VIP. It can get overwhelming when you hear people. I mean, yeah, like you have to kind of go into the meeting with, I'm going to do what I can here. I'm going to listen for what I can. I'm going to take what my brain capacity can take at this point. You know what I mean? Like, not expect yourself to understand it all. I mean, I listened to Jenny that first time and was like, "Oh, I can't even think about this." And I'm gonna show you, but let me show you a few things. One, there's a faux FB, so you can go watch people doing parties here, right? Are you guys both in it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so that's and this is good for anyone watching the recording too. Okay, this is good for just watching someone do a party. Okay. Then there's mock social sales. So the idea here is that if you wanted to do it exactly how the board says to do it, then you can go to the mock social sale here. So I can invite you. Are you guys in this one? Let me see.
I think so.
There's a new one every month or two. So there's a different leader in charge of all of this. Okay. So I think that Allie is in charge of social sales. Okay. Felicia's in here. Angela. Oh. Oh, who knows? If you're in.
I'll look.
Okay, so when you're in these, this is kind of the idea is, and they make sure it's a mock. So there, you still have to go to the boards to get fresh pictures. You may have to, because you don't want your picture to say mock XO bash. So the idea in here is that this is how a mock party could go in your group, or this is how a social sale could go in your group. I don't do mine exactly like this. I do a post with all my bracelets and I don't give all the information about them. So you can do it how you want to do it. But I don't know whether I need to explain this. Right now, I'm going to go back and explain how you do social sales in a little bit. Okay. But I just want you to see that on Facebook, you have learning places. Okay. We're going to go to Treasure Tribe real quick. This is important. I needed someone to teach me this, and I didn't get taught this. So I really want you to know. Okay. When you're on a Facebook group like this, the Treasure Tribe has 6.6K members. So it can get insane in here. Okay. I want you to know that there's always this little microscope here to search. Okay. So that's the most important thing. And sometimes you may need me to give you the code word that you're searching for. Okay, so you may have to text me and say, Megan, remind me who's good at calendar so I can search for that person. It's Emily Taylor, by the way. But every single month, Emily gets, so this is one of Emily's jobs. Every single month, she goes in the Treasure Tribe and she goes live talking about ideas to do in your VIP and a calendar of things. And on her calendar, she has, so here she is talking about March. March Madness is here. Okay, so these are like ways to beef up your VIP. It's all in here. It just gets overwhelming to keep up with it. Okay. Then here's her calendar. So she's got things to do in your VIP. She says your VIP needs to be a place of family and community, not just jewelry. So on here, she's got things like if I could go anywhere, tag your BFF today, send a picture of your fur baby. You know, she's just got all kinds of things going on in here. Okay. So this is just ideas, but it's really great to have the ideas and then go schedule ahead of time. Do you guys know you can schedule ahead of time on your VIP or whatever?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's something that's worth learning. So Emily always does the calendar. Sometimes when you're needing help jogging your mind about booking parties, you can put words to say in this search bar and another job for another leader. Sarah Clement is a big leader, always in charge of the words to say for the month. So when I put words to say, I don't know why just January is coming up, but at some point we should be able to find March words to say. So sometimes you can go type in words to say, and then there's a document, right, that we can open up, and then it's not just the words to say. For me, it jogs my mind about who I could invite to do things. So people with birthdays, people I've offered in the past, doing a fundraiser, your chicken list. Okay. And I cannot tell you, chicken list is what changed my business. I finally got off. I just started reaching out to my chicken list. I reached out to 2 doctors in town. I thought they're doctors. They do not have time for me. And I realized that women need women no matter where they are. You just got to get off the chicken list. Okay. I mean, you just got to get to where you reach out, because you are, I believe it, one person away from a whole different business all the time. Okay. Okay. So I showed you how to do that in Treasure Tribe. So that's just 2 things, right? That's searching calendar, which by the way, we've put it right here. Since it's important, it's been featured right here. I'm trying to think what else they have featured. Here's the Sparkle Box Challenge. See, she needs to take some stuff out of here, but things that are important. Also right here, her page always has the deals, you know, the incentives, the things we're reaching for. It's always right here. So she keeps that up right here with dates.
Can I ask a question about Cancun?
Huh.
So what if you win, but you don't want to go?
You just take 1,000, or if it's 1,000 or 1,500 payout. It says it on the thing again. I can share the screen. Let me show you, because this is stuff you need to know where all this is. I can't always give you the answers, but I can tell you where to find them, right? So here we go to parklanejewelry.com. We go to our back office. Wants me to sign back in. Okay. When you come in, it probably comes in on field interface. And one of the most important parts of field interface is the Style Boss news. And so here too, we want to go to March Style Boss. And see, this is everything about Cancun. That's for the double bonus stuff. The pot of gold they're doing right now. Isn't this like submit a minimum of 500 the first 2 commission weeks of March, and you'll be in the drawing for one of these things. And by the way, I won 2 Michael Kors purses at a time. So I used one for my VIP and kept one. We have a lot of people on our team that have won. So real people win. Consistency bonus. This is 500 a week. So, but all this is 500 net and non a week for 4 weeks, and we get this new sky. This level up is, I think it's just if you or anyone on your team go up a level, like to branch director or area leader or whatever, you're going to be in a private meeting with Scott, the CEO, during Sparkle, July 14th through the 17th. Okay, here's the Cancun stuff. So sometimes it'll say it on here. I'm looking here. Alternate prize for this one is 1,000. See that?
Okay.
So if you earn it and you don't want to go or you can't go, then you can take $1,000 payout. And then so this is a good place to go. March Style Boss is big. And then let's see what else. Or, your Style Boss news.
Okay.
That was the answer to your question. But then I was going to say something else. We'll come back to this. Okay. Do you remember how to do returns and what the difference of all the returns is?
Yes.
Like if it comes to you broken, it's an email that says, please send me a new one with an envelope, send the broken one back. Okay. If it happens in the first 30 days, if you have a customer that just hates what they got, then they can get money back, no questions asked for the first 30 days. Something's going to happen weird to your commission. Like Paula's had this happen before, and it like cut the next week. And Paula was like, I'm just trying to figure out why I went negative.
Right.
And it took us a while to figure it out because your customer may do it without telling you too. So that's first 30 days. Then 30 to 120 is you don't have to pay to return. You could run over it, whatever, and you get a new one or a comparable object. So like these earrings are 52. So I can go choose a $52 object. Now, where your customers may get to where they don't understand is it's not money for money. It's item for item. So if we're returning something, then it's like you get a 52. If it was half off, you get half off. So like you could choose a $60 thing and pay $3 or something, which is kind of nice. They continue to let it be half off. So that's just an FYI. So that's for 120 days. After 120, there you have to fill out a form. So, well, even from 30 to 120, you have to fill out a form. So that's in the RMA. You go to orders and down to submit a new RMA. And that's when you have to have the order number and all that stuff. Okay. Then you pay to ship it to them. And it should never cost more than $5. I use pirateship.com and I do it through USPS.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have these right here. I do these all the time. These little padded envelopes. Okay. And you don't have to have I have a label maker here. You don't have to have one. It's called a thermal printer. You don't have to have one for a while. You can always print to your computer and just cut it out and tape it on. It's fine. Just PDF or whatever. Okay. So that's so recruiting and signing up people. Everybody goes, let me share this real quick. Everybody goes to the same, just gonna share screen, share.
I am so close to my first recruit. I just keep working.
Well, I'm going live on Monday. So I guess what I want to make sure, because I feel like our team still doesn't quite understand this. Like, now that you're a stylist, you don't get to have a free impression. Darn it.
Right.
You've got to now that you're a stylist, you have to have me do an incentive to win a free impression or something,
Right.
and then work toward my incentive. I think there's a lot of stylists that still think they can go to free impression bracelet night and get a free impression. So it's not for you anymore. I'm so sorry. It's so sad. But I like to teach that in a meeting like this so that, a year down the road, we still have people doing this, that I cannot get it through their head.
Mhm.
So here's the deal. Even if you're a VIP shopper and you're not really building a business, you can still invite people to free impression bracelet night, and you may have a booming business just of newbies. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of women that don't sell anything but have huge teams. There's a lady on the Dreamcatcher team that has found some of the biggest money people out there, and she's making 2% of everything they and their teams do. So, but she doesn't really ever have a messenger party. Like, if you asked her how to do a messenger party, she may not know how. I mean, it's just funny. I just cannot say enough. Someone else is doing that for you. I'm the one putting my life on the line tomorrow at 7 p.m. All you have to do is invite and just say, go watch Megan. She's kind of fun and entertaining. Or you could win a bracelet or whatever. And that's all you're doing with those. It's either about your people that love jewelry. I invite people a lot. I mean, there are women in this community that I respect highly, and they are big business women. And I just tell them often, I'm never going to let go of you because I'm never leaving Park Lane, and I'm going to keep inviting you, just so you know, unless they tell me don't. I mean, so I just keep inviting because I'm like, I still think you're made to do this and that we could make magic together. So you just kind of figure out what that is for you. But you know that it's available every Monday, but you don't have to go, right? Now, if you've got someone that really may join, you may want to go just to talk about it with them afterward, but you don't have to. You can trust that I'm going to do a good job and then just check in with them later. So that's something that's important. And the other thing, okay, so if someone's going to join, it is as simple as parklanejewelry.com for anyone and become a stylist. So it is parklanejewelry.com/join for everybody. For Felicia, for Angela, for anyone on our team, for me, for everybody. Okay. And they can watch a video right here about joining, and it's a pretty good video. It's not bad. I like Tisha's better, and I'm going to show you where that is in a second. And all they do is click this, become a fashion stylist. I like to talk to them before they do it, right? So I can give a few tips. Okay. One, they're going to need their social securities to make sure they're ready for that and why they're asking for it so they can pay them. They're going to make their first paycheck, whatever. And then this director's agreement, I'm going to show you where it is just so you know, but no one ever reads it. Everyone just clicks that. I've submitted it. You don't have to submit anything, but I'll show you where it is just so you know. And then here, let's say that you're going to sign in under me. Well, let's go to Monica, my sister. Okay. So see, some people think they've selected it when they just did that. You don't select it until you actually hit her name. I don't know why, but you don't. So then they go into Park Lane World Land and we have to go find them. So I like knowing they're signing up so that I can go check with home office and make sure that everybody's in the right place. If they didn't hit that right. Did that make sense what I just did?
Mhm.
The difference, let's see. Angela Watson. See, and for some reason it says no rep found. What's your number, Angela?
86860.
Well, we need to look on why it says no rep found. What about you, Felicia?
Okay, I think that's my number.
My number is 86896.
86896. I mean, it could be that we're on my page. I mean, who knows? 86896. Well, there it came. So it's not enough just to do that. You have to hit Felicia Keel down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, but anyone can join anytime, and it's best if they know your number. So that was what I wanted you to know too, is here's where you find your number, but both of you knew. Okay, right up here. Okay, let me show you where good recruiting videos are. So we're back in the Treasure Tribe board. And down here, recruiting. And then videos to share with prospects. And these are so good. Tish has made them. Honestly, my very favorite still is her 7-minute, but it looks like she got rid of it. It's a 7-minute. It's not in here anymore. So she has these two, these up here now. So learn about Park Lane, learn about why jewelry is a good choice, learn about why parties are a good way to market. And then what's this one? Learn why it's attracting the top leaders, because we have that direct appoint. So like if you know someone that's a leader somewhere else. So those are great videos. All you have to do is share them. Like it's so easy to share them. If you need me to get you a better, like if you don't have the paid version of boards and you need me to help you, I'm happy to do that. They're as good as Christy did last week. They're really good and they're short. So you can always, like, the steps to recruiting, guys, are make a list of your dream people, reach out, follow up. That's how easy, that's what the steps are. So then it's just how are those steps gonna look? It could be, can I just send you a video to see more about my business? And most people will say yes. I mean, education isn't gonna hurt anybody. Some people have 7 minutes to give you. So that's in recruiting. Simple there. Um, what else? What else do you have a question about? Anything? We have 7 minutes. Oh, VIP, more stuff. Melissa Maher, Maher, is now going live every Tuesday. She's calling it live at 5, but it's 4 for us. So that's kind of perfect for me because I go live at 5, so I can watch her and then go to the 5. But every single Tuesday at 4, she's going live to give ideas about the VIP. And she was an elementary teacher, and so she has the cutest little ideas. So she's fun to watch. So that's just about beefing up your VIP. Messenger parties, I just cannot tell you enough. Just do the steps. Just do the steps. Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel. The biggest trick is talking to your hostess about these are your jobs, these are my jobs. You're doing more than she is. That's another reason I like the messenger party. When you're in a Facebook group, you have to have your hostess do a lot. She's having to do a lot of side texting and messaging, where when you're in a messenger, you can take care of that for them. So she's just bridging because you're the outsider. So she's hostessing. She's, connecting. This is Megan. Megan, this is my people. And, here I am in the middle. My people, you can't watch the party if you don't join our VIPs. You got to join our VIP and then we're just tracking all that in our systems. And then we're doing giveaways. So the giveaways I do are for messaging me back, for joining the VIP, and for once I get 5 wish lists, I'll do a giveaway. Those are mine. I don't always do the wish list giveaway because I don't want to spend a bunch of money if no one's turning them in either. I mean, but I probably have a weakness there. I'm just going to tell you, because there are people that say the wish list is the most important thing. So, and they before they send the cart, they send out, wow, that's a wish list. You need to have a party, you know. And then they get them to say yes while they're excited about their jewelry they've just listed. And then they send the cart to spend, you know. So maybe we do this in your cart and you can do this for your party or whatever. I don't know. I mean, that was how I got Tammy Parker. Her list was, I go, well, that's like a kit. I mean, like if you love that much stuff, then you need to be selling it. So, I mean, I went straight to that with her. I didn't know her at all, you know. So the wish list does matter, and there is some mentality there to use that. But I just getting wish lists from people sometimes is like pulling tooth and nail. I'm just letting you know it's really hard. So that's why people give like a Carmelia set of earrings or a we set of earrings because they're like, I really need you to get me the wish list. That's that's them trying to learn how to trust you too. Like, well, if I give you a wish list, I'm just handing over my life here, you know. That's how they feel. And I mean, so you just have to make it as fun as ever to get it in and not give too much time. Because if you give too much time, they quit being excited and you've lost them. So, okay. So we've talked about that you can have a messenger party going at the same time you have a VIP going. They're kind of separate muscles to flex. Your VIP is your home away from home. That's where your girls are. It's where you feel safe. It's where you play games, that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of ideas and fun things to do in there. And then we've talked about how to recruit people, sign people up, invite people. You can't, we should have talked about Mega Party. Mega Party is February or March 9th. They did that on purpose. They're pushing everything into the beginning because it's triple points, right? And a lot of people only do mega parties because you don't have to go live. You have someone, you have me going live on March 9th, right? So we're all inviting our people in. It's just like Sparkle and Surf. It's reach outs, invite all the people in, let the group do the work. Let the group do the energy and the work and the fun with all the giveaways for commenting and all of that. And then you're just doing the follow-ups. Again, I cannot tell you enough. I'm going to share my screen one more time. Kim Craddock is the queen. And she's, by the way, you know, Stephanie's my sign-up person. Kim is who signed up Stephanie. So she's in our family, Kim Craddock. Okay. She is the queen of mega parties. No, looks like they have, and I love her too, Tracy Garrett right here. She's going to tell you how to do a mega party. And really, guys, this is like step by step, like everything else. Now, when you're looking for mega party tools, it may be in the Dreamcatcher board because we do it as a Dreamcatcher team. Okay, so you may have to go to the Treasure Tribe Dreamcatcher board. Let me see. I'm gonna have to start that other meeting, but so here's the Dreamcatcher board. Here's Mega Party right here. And then we've got either Christy talking about Mega Party or Tracy talking about Mega Party, but just like everything else, don't reinvent the wheel. There is a step-by-step process, and people will tell you that when they actually follow the step-by-step process, they get really good results. I think I got $2,000 in sales the last Mega Party. So the energy's there. It's all in the follow-up again. And, you know, and I know you think, well, how am I going to do a mega party and a messenger party in my group? And, you know, what it just works out. It's more stuff to invite to. Oh, you can't go to mega party? Well, then you can watch Mega Monday night. Oh, you can't watch Mega Monday night? Then, you know, you can join that messenger party I have going in my group or whatever. Oh, studies show they won't say no 3 times. So try to have 3 things, you know, like right now for you guys. Well, I'm going to talk about this with the newbies. Are you guys flipping over to that? Probably not. Felicia, you're not.
I'm not sure if I can. My daughter is getting ready to go back to dorm, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time with her before yeah.
I'll try to text you those 3 ideas.
Yeah,
right
please.
now there's 5 things I have going on. So, I mean, it's really hard to tell me no because I'm like, I got I got something else for you. I got something else for you. I got something else. I mean, people have trouble telling you no 3 times. I mean, they just do. So
Are you recording the next meeting?
yeah, let me stop this.